Hey, everybody. I want to thank you so much for listening to Our Kids Play Hockey, especially this time of year when it's hot outside. And we got a new thing we're doing right now. We have created a new hockey ball in part with Milek Hockey. These are low bounce hockey balls. They are perfect for the summer. And here's the best part. When you buy a 3-pack of these at hockeywraparound.com or amazon.com, we are going to be donating a day's worth of meals for a puppy in need at the ASPCA. Only when you buy these balls. Again, they're called the My Ball by Hockey Wraparound. You can get them at hockeywraparound.com or amazon.com. Every purchase donates a day's worth of meals for a dog in need via the ASPCA. But without further ado, we want to thank you for listening to Our Kids Play Hockey. We're going to jump right into the episode. Check out that promotion, hockeywraparound.com, amazon.com. Just search My Ball by Hockey Wraparound and help a good boy out there. Enjoy the episode. Hello, hockey skaters and goalies around the world, and welcome back to another edition of the Ride to the Rink. Got a really special guest for you kids out there today. Bryan Trottier, NHL Hall of Famer. He's in the top 100 NHL players of all time. He's won 7 Stanley Cups, 6 as a player, 1 as a coach, and he is going to talk to you a little bit about the need to be resourceful when it comes to your training. Again, it's not about resources, it's about being resourceful. Let's hear what he has to say.
I think the thing for me, Neil, you mentioned it with the challenges, is the remote communities. So I come from a remote community in Saskatchewan. I made it from a population of 250 people to Long Island population 4 million people. And when kids can see that, okay, they're a little shy, they're a little nervous to leave home, and I was homesick all the time. And I tell these stories, and I tell them about some of the challenges I faced with no money, remote Saskatchewan, who's going to see me, and I can make it all the way to the NHL, have some fun successes, win some Stanley Cups, and make some great friendships. And then I can always go home. I can always come back. You can always bring these experiences back, and people, you become reality all of a sudden. They see you on TV, they see you on Google. The internet is helpful for me because the parents and the grandparents know me, but the youngsters don't. But they can go on the internet, they can see you play, and all of a sudden you're real. You're in front of them. And you're talking to them, you're telling them some of the challenges you face, some of the same challenges that they face. Maybe it's lack of funds, maybe it's being remote, maybe it's who am I going to play with? Not enough kids their age, and you find a way. And communities do, and I'm always impressed. They find ways to fundraise, they find ways to get their kids to where they got to get going. So those things are some of the challenges they have to overcome, just like my parents did, just like coaches, finding the right coaches that support you and give you the right kind of ice time and help you grow in skills. But there's a lot of practice time. There's a lot of hours and hours of practice that you have to do, not just on the ice. But for me, it was having a stick and a ball, going down to the barn to do chores, and that thing bouncing around, and and that was fun for me. That was fun. It was just practicing my stick skills, and that ball bouncing, and my sisters and brothers as being in net and taking shots at them, and you find a way, and you just find a way to keep practicing your skills. And when you get on the ice, you practice your skating skills. When you don't have ice, you practice your hand skills, and all those things pay off in the end. And those are the things I talk about when I get into the communities. And much like I appreciate and respect all the things that I'm getting while I'm there, the good energy, the welcome, the hospitality, and the foods and all this, I want to bring something to them, and I want to bring them a story. I want to bring something that they can relate to. And our Indigenous roots aren't that far apart. Talk about the foods that I grew up with my grandparents, talk about the hunting I did with my grandfather and my dad, and talk about some of the horseback riding I did, and training animals, and being around, that family atmosphere, the love of family and community. And those are important aspects to the Indigenous folks. And I'm proud of it. I'm proud that our hockey guys in general are all about it. And we see that, we appreciate it. And we all come from kind of similar backgrounds in a sense, but at the same time, that appreciation factor, there's a little bit of humbleness about us, but we're so team oriented, right? And I think that's kind of the common glue amongst hockey guys is you're team oriented. It's not about me, it's about us. And it's about, my success is about team success. And that's the same with the Indigenous folks. They're not a me kind of people, but they take pride in the fact that they can bring something to the table. And maybe it's athleticism, maybe it's strength, maybe it's their knowledge, and all these things are powerful things that the next generation, they watch and they see, and they become that person. And so mentoring is a big factor in the Indigenous communities, much like it is for me, having my parents be my mentors, having coaches, having teammates that supported me through the thing. But yeah, there's challenges, but there's ways to overcome them. And my story, I hope, helps the next generation, helps the next generation. And the more of us that get out there, the more of us that get, more kids. And now we see the girls playing and the girls participating. We see, the gals have been just wonderful ambassadors of the game, and but at the ladies that played the Olympics. And I just so proud of the hockey girls that are doing it, because I have 7 granddaughters, and one of them's playing hockey, and 2 of them are playing soccer, because of the ladies that are bringing awareness that these girls are very athletic. And we want participation by everybody. We want everybody playing. And you might not be athletic, but just the fact you're participating and you're part of something is helping your teammates. And people don't forget that you become a factor in everybody's lives, and that step that they might need to help them go, and they'll come back and help you, maybe with your stuff. Maybe you're in music and you need a drummer, and you're not a great drummer, but you'll try to be a drummer, and while he's playing guitar, and those things all pay off. So it's helping each other all the way through some of these challenges. At the same time, me from remote Valmarie, Saskatchewan, the metropolis, 250 people. I think it's down to 120 people, but it's a proud place to come from. I love the people back there. And it was a great place to grow up. Hockey was a big part of our fabric, and it still is. There's not a lot of kids anymore, but they find a way. They got to drive to another town. They form teams, with all the local towns around there, so they have enough kids playing. I'm amazed, what we do as parents and grandparents to help the next generation. And it's the same thing in the Indigenous communities. And that's why I'm so proud of the game of hockey, and I'm so proud of the people that are involved in the game, because everybody finds a way to grab a hold of the rope.
Right. All right, that's going to do it for this edition of the Ride to the Rink. We want to thank Bryan Trottier for taking some time today to come on this show to speak directly to you. You can check out his full episode of Our Kids Play Hockey, which is available now wherever podcasts can be heard. But above all, my friends, enjoy the day, enjoy your hockey, and always remember to skate on.